Salute on everyone.
Why do you sound like a military officer?
That's high in Esperanto.
Nice.
Anyways, you're currently listening to The Generation Gap.
Yeah.
This is the only lighthearted podcast starring two giggly girls gathering people from different generations to discuss some not so lighthearted topics. So, like I said, today's hello was in Esperanto. Okay, so guys, today's episode is one that I can sense a lot of ranting in. A lot of ranting, a little bit of like shade throwing,
Shade throwing.
throwing shade, whatever. A little bit of spilling of tea, and a little bit of rage.
A little bit of everything.
Yeah, that's the recipe for today's episode. But yeah, another thing, I can sense us using the word toxic a lot because that's what we've been doing a lot lately.
Yes, toxic episodes.
Oh. But anyways, today's topic is getting taken advantage of. Ooh. So Nivi, have you ever been taken advantage of by someone?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. But okay, let's call upon our guests for today.
Yeah.
Who's
Who are
sitting
in
right
front
in
of
front of us. Yeah, I like these face-to-face episodes. They're much better than doing it online.
Yeah. No editing.
No editing. Okay, Nivi, do you want to introduce our first guest?
Yes, so our first guest is an RJ because we love speaking to RJs.
Yeah, so we have an RJ again.
Yes, please welcome talented RJ Mayil from Gen Y.
Hey.
Hi.
She's the talk show host on 89.4 Tamil FM.
Woohoo.
Thank you for inviting me. And so I really feel okay. Fine. You just go on with introducing another guest, and then I'll tell what I feel.
Okay. Okay, so our next guest is a cutie friend and a hardworking student and I think an aspiring accountant from Gen Z. Joining us, we have Kareena Kapoor Khan.
Kareena Samyani.
Just kidding. We have Kareena, my friend.
Hi.
Hello.
Really excited for today's episode.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you so much for inviting us. And when you say Gen Z and Gen Y, I really feel a bit old.
Well, it's the hard reality of life.
Seriously, okay. So I should accept aging is a natural process, right? Yeah.
But it's okay. You don't have to age in the mind.
Right.
Age is just a number.
Okay, that's how we'll have to convince ourselves.
Okay, so guys, let's dive into today's topic.
Yeah.
Yes. So let's just start by asking you guys: has anyone taken advantage of y'all?
Yeah.
Yeah. So casual. Yeah. Came right off the bat.
So since school days, in each phase of life,
Many times.
Oh, that's
many times.
harsh. Nivi said yes. I don't know.
Apparently, I told her that someone else was taking advantage, but I didn't remember anything.
Yeah, like my Nivi and my other best friend, they told me this person's taking advantage of you, but I don't even know if that's true or not. But they probably said it. I don't know. Leave it. But there's nothing that I'm aware of that's happened. Touch wood. But yeah, okay. Anyways, we will get into the details of this a little later.
Okay.
So for now, for segment 1, let's start by discussing the different forms in which one can be taken advantage of.
Yeah.
Okay, so should we call the person who's getting taken advantage of a victim?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess
Yeah?
that's correct. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
accurate.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I feel more like one can get taken advantage of to just go near to them, to approach someone, or to grab the opportunities
Yeah, grab.
opportunities in a shortcut way or something. Or how you feel, Kareena?
It can be that you can be taken advantage of in many forms. This is endless. Like if maybe for your physical appearance or your IQ level, or there's many things you can get taken advantage of.
Mainly when a person holds some power, they'll
Yeah,
be
power,
taken
that's
advantage
exactly.
of.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
And you were telling that you didn't know when you were.
I
getting taken advantage of. Actually, most of the people do know, but maybe once we have an experience of
sometimes
something.
we just ignore it.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't realize it.
Okay.
And then they told me, and then I was thought about it. But then by that time, that person had anyways gone away from my life. So I was like, okay,
But
whatever.
you should thank the person who actually told you that.
Yeah.
Made it right.
Yeah,
it was
Nivy and my other
okay.
best friend Ruth, like we three are a trio. But yeah, anyways, I think it happens a lot in friendships mainly. One takes
Not
it
just
on.
in friendship, it can be even like a person who is actually having a big dreams or any aspiration. Even those people can be taken advantage of. Like few people will be using their aspiration, like I'll make you this, I'll make you that, I'll make you meet this person, this celebrity. You just pay me some amount, I'll make you meet them. So that kind of
Yeah, that's
Take-
correct. Yeah, I've
True,
heard a lot of
true.
stories like that.
yes, that actually happens a lot in media. Yeah.
I think it also happens a lot in the workplace. You know, just in offices and all of that. Like people can take advantage of others to get like closer to the boss and like get a promotion.
Yeah. And also people who are so empathetic, even they can be taken
It's
advantage
easier
of.
for it's
Yes.
easy for them to get taken advantage of. I feel like if you're too nice, that's what everyone like my best like Ruth always tells me, Ruhi, you're too nice. People will just take advantage of you if you're like that.
Right.
Yeah, and like when you have that, when you're not confident enough to say no.
Yeah, I can't say no.
Yeah.
Yeah, even I am very hesitant in saying that. I mean,
Actually, this you must take this as a separate topic to discuss on. Saying no.
Say
yeah,
no,
that's a very difficult thing to say no. But yeah, let's not get into that. Yeah. Another thing is, why do people take advantage of others? Like, what do they get out of it? Of course, like they're doing it because someone else has power, but what's their motive behind it?
I think like what Miss Mayil said. Wait, I forgot. Wait. I
For
forgot. Yeah.
money.
Yeah,
Money
yeah,
is the
for
main
money.
motive.
Yeah,
Money
financial
or
help.
opportunity
Or fame.
Fame.
Yeah.
And how do I see this actually? When people do want something, they just turn into that color of what the other people who can actually give them what they need, they can just change to that color. Like people usually code this as chameleon.
Yeah,
So
changing their color.
yeah, so they'll just
According
change
to
their
the
color according to
surroundings.
the person from whom they want something to get done. Something.
Yeah, correct.
It's like getting done with a favor or something.
Yeah, I think it's the easy way out for
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, it just makes life so easy because they don't have to work hard and they're just gonna get
Exactly.
it.
Yeah. Shortcut.
Yeah. Shortcut.
Shortcut, yes.
But not a good long-term effect.
Yeah.
And then how are they just okay with like ruining a relationship for something like that? Like, hello, just work hard, bro.
So now we want to have story time.
Story time.
Story time. So it's like a gossip time.
Not
really.
gossip. Let's just not take names and let's just share like our anecdotes.
Let's give
for
them
people.
another name.
Oh, like person X. No, please let's not do that. But yeah, just to share the anecdotes with our listeners.
Sure.
Yeah. So
So we'll start with Gen Z.
Okay. I don't really have anything to say much because, like I said, but then for me, it's just that this one person was like a really good friend of mine in like
Sixth
year
grade.
6. Yeah, we both were like really close best friends, and then I was also the head girl of primary that time, and then like in year 7 through year 6 and 7 we were like really close friends, best friends, and then in year 8 we got separated into 2 different classes, and then Nivy was still in my class, my other best friend had gone to the other class, and then I remember the situation so well. Like one day in 8th grade, the other girls class, so basically we have 2 girls classes and 2 boys classes.
Okay.
So the other girls class came to our class because we were just having some, I don't know, like a
I
random
don't know
break.
why did they
It was
do that.
some free period, and we were just like, they just came to our class, and then I remember this so well. I remember the details, like me.
I don't
Ruth-
remember any of this.
I remember it very well. Like me, you, and Ruth. We all 3 were like sitting on one chair or something because the chairs are very less, and then we were just talking, and they both are like, we need to tell you something, and then they go like, this person's taking advantage of you because blah 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 blah, and then I was like, whoa. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember anything.
But okay, what about you, Nivi?
Me? Okay, so in 7th grade, like I had this friend. She was very
You know
close to
that
me.
person.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not the same person you're thinking about,
But it's the other person who was.
oh my god.
Okay.
Yeah, but anyways, continue.
Yeah, so in 7th grade, I had this one friend. Yeah,
Who was
anyways.
it? Okay, yeah, who was a
Yeah.
toxic friend.
Yeah, and we would go for tuition together. So then every time we would like come back, we would also stay in the same building. So then she was like in the. Should I say
No,
this?
it's okay, just continue. Don't give us any details.
Okay, she was like in the floor above me, and I was like on the down floor. So then when we go into the lift, I'm the first one who's gonna get out, right? So then what happened? Yeah. So then she made it a point that like every day I have to like drop her to her what's that floor.
House. Otherwise, she would
Otherwise, she would bite me.
literally bite. That's so scary.
Yeah, I would
okay?
get abused in the lift, man.
Oh god. But yeah, she used to take advantage of you, yeah.
Yeah.
Because like in your tuitions and stuff.
Yeah.
But it was just one floor.
No, it was like many floors
Many
up.
floors.
Yeah. Kareena, what about you?
I had this friend like last year. My mom drives, yeah, okay, and she has her own car. Her mom doesn't drive, and her dad works really fast, so she doesn't really have that
Transportation.
yeah. So she got close to me just for that, because like we used to go out so many times. She never told me that her other friends were coming, and then when we went, I used to see them, and then she used to just spend time with them.
Oh.
So that means she just wanted transport from me, and then and then whenever I said that you're just with your friends, and she's just like, no, I'll talk to you next time, like that. She kept doing it, and then one day I was just like, I'm sorry, but my mom, I kept declining every time she asked me to go with her. So then she understood that.
Took the hint.
Yeah.
Okay.
I must say I actually feel so nostalgic about my school days and everything.
But do girls have more like toxicity? Is that a word?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do girls have more of that? I feel like that doesn't happen that much in boys.
Yeah.
Boys take everything very lightly. But okay, anyways, that's something else. Yeah, ma'am, what about you?
You can just call me Mayil.
Okay, Mayil,
Mayil,
what
yeah.
about you?
Actually, I can just segregate all these kind of getting taken advantage of in different phases of life. In school days, it will be among our friends. So, like if one has to talk to another person, they'll first get closer with one person to approach another person. But the person who's actually getting closer, they'll not know. They feel they might feel actually a kind of crush or infatuation towards a person who is actually trying to get closer to their friends. But finally they would get closer, and this person will be like, oh my god, you didn't tell a word to me, and you would just got along with each other. Okay, fine, yeah, okay. So it'll be like that. So that's there in school days. And college days, I was a very quiet person, so I didn't have much of friends to actually feel all these getting taken advantage of. But then I heard a story of my friend, like two people, they got separated during vacation time or something. There was one mediator friend who has to pass on the message from this girl to that boy.
Oh.
Okay, now you would have understood like what would have
Yeah.
happened more, right? Okay, so it was like that. So that kind of story. But then actually, in the when I entered my career, so it is that when I realized like I should never allow a person to,
Walk all over me.
yes, I must say that. Because I've seen many people, they never know to draw a line between friendship outside the office and inside the office. So they'll bring friendship inside the professional line, and then they get everything, all the favors from their friend. who is actually in the deciding authority or such position. So which will be like a not a fair thing for the colleagues around them.
Yeah,
Yes,
correct.
correct.
Yes, all these points, yeah.
That's whoa. Yes, it happens in relationships a lot. They get taking advantage of your partner.
Yeah.
And by the way, Nivi, like you said this story, yeah. Everyone who knows us in our class and everyone is gonna understand who we are
Everyone's gonna
referring to.
understand. I hope that person doesn't come attack me.
You can stand up. It's okay. It's okay. I got you.
You're a strong girl, okay? You can attack back.
Yes.
Wow. Okay, so after listening to all of that, all I can say is I feel you guys. I mean, I can sympathize for y'all.
Oh my
But-
god, thank you, at least you.
But okay, yeah, and I think a lot of people may be going through the same thing. I've actually even heard a lot of stories from my parents as well, but let's not go into that. Okay, for segment 3, now we're gonna talk about how we should respond to a situation where you realize that someone is taking advantage of you, because clearly just raging, fighting is not the only way out, and it's not the healthier option. So how do you guys think that we should deal with such a situation?
First of all, we should never accept any gifts.
Mm-hmm.
We should be actually aware of the motive of the person who is giving away the gifts, or who is actually using all buttery words to flatter us.
Yeah,
So
like
we should
maybe
be aware
later they'll
to
be
that.
like, I gave you this gift and like you're not doing something for me.
So we should first know our strength.
Mm-hmm.
Then we should actually choose people to be around us. We should
Yeah.
draw a line where what people can talk to us. So if we have that kind of idea about ourselves, about our strength, about what we can do, then good to go. Yeah.
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 But it all comes through experiences.
Yeah, like, it's you
We
learn
cannot
a way.
avoid such
Exactly.
situations in life. Like anyone, if you just randomly choose, will they have a story on this topic? Their own story.
Yeah, correct. And just like in the moment, it just slips out of your head like, okay, I shouldn't be angry, I shouldn't fight with this person in the moment, as if we're gonna remember that.
Right. Actually, there are so many emotional dramas behind this, People actually who is getting victimized in this, they actually don't speak at all. They go dumb, they feel so depressed, they feel so low, and they also feel very confidentless.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll get victimized again and again because of all these emotional dramas, and people who have actually taken advantage of someone, they'll show off as if they have all the power, they have all the authority.
Yeah.
I've
they
seen
have
this.
proven this
Even I've
talent
seen
and
this.
everything.
Yeah,
I've
that's
seen
correct.
this.
But sometimes also you can misunderstand things. So
Yeah,
I think
exactly.
it's better to like approach the person and
Yeah,
first talk
to
about
them.
it.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe it's wrong whatever you heard, or if whatever you thought that you've been taking advantage of. So I think it's better like first you talk to the person instead of listening to
Yeah, correct,
other
correct.
people. Yeah.
Yeah, and also about involving other people, it's okay to I think it's okay if you trust someone to take advice from them, but then
Yeah.
again, going and telling about that person, oh, this person's terrible, don't talk to this
Yeah.
person, start doing all of that, that's again bad. Just taking advice is fine, because sometimes you just need someone to talk to, like how we discussed in our whole gossip episode. But then just talking about that person behind their back and stuff, again, that whole toxicity starts.
Then you start gossiping.
Yeah. Then I think you should also start distancing yourself from that person once you know that okay, this person's taking advantage from me. Just subtly, like how you said, just decline going out with them and just avoid them.
Just
And
like
also-
ignore.
Yeah,
Yeah.
ignored. And also people who are actually working, or when you in future start working, you should actually not listen to people who use their power to make you work even very tiny teeny things, like bring my shoe, go to the market.
Yeah.
So they can misuse their power, and they can tell you like, if you do all these, I can give you a promotion, I can give you a hike. So it is like they are using the advantage of their own power,
Abusing
yes,
their power.
misusing
Oh my
the
God.
power. That abuse point is like often I'm getting means I'm hearing from her. Maybe because of the lip scene.
Oh.
No, but like, yeah.
Some spoiler you gave Nivi.
Yeah, I gave a spoiler.
But it's fine. Yeah, no, I've heard like a lot of stories from my parents. Like, okay, another thing I've heard is from like my dad told me this, that one of his friends was getting taken. It's a very low, like far relationship, but one of my dad's friends was getting taken advantage of by one of my dad's other friends, and he came to my dad for like advice. But then and then my dad told him like you should just stop like hanging out with him and so this was like when they were like kind of younger, and then the thing is that other person who was getting victimized was feeling like helpless, like no, I can't like go and tell this person, I can't go and confront this person, I can't leave this person because he's like one of my very few friends, and like he's also in my workplace, like he's in my office, so if I like if I develop a negative relationship with him, then like my whole like ambience of the office will become bad, and he also has more power than me, so he like make everyone think bad about me and just ruin my life. So sometimes people just feel helpless and they can't do anything.
So that's why I said when they realize their power, when they realize their strength, their talent, their skill, they will not go low. They'll not get depressed or feel helpless, as you said. So once they realize that situation, it's like this. Okay, let me be very clear on this, and I'm gonna be very strong. And also, there's one point getting taken advantage, like in this topic. There are people who think everyone who approaches them are taking advantage of them.
Yeah, that's when you're self-obsessed.
Yeah. So it is that kind of situation I've seen among family members. Like one who is very wealthy, and if there's one more person or a family who is not that wealthy, and if they just talk to them by calling them, hey, how are you? No, I'm just busy, I'll talk to you later. That kind of attitude.
Yeah, that's that's correct.
That's correct.
Do you know anyone like that?
No, but I've seen it. But I don't know, like.
I can't think of anyone right now, but I've seen this in shows.
Yeah, movies.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. This time for the fourth segment, it's going to be hosted by our Insta followers.
Yep. So we asked our Insta followers, how do you know if someone is taking advantage of you? So like signs someone is taking advantage of you. So we'll first take their responses and then we can add on if we have any.
Sure.
Okay, so the first person said that when they ask you to do things, but when you ask for favors, they refuse, which is correct. Like it's like basically one-sided help and stuff like that. And the next one, maybe?
The next one is they only reach out when they need help.
So they basically don't want to associate with you until they don't need like favors. That's I think what you said, like that situation. Do you think there's anything else? How do you know if someone's taking advantage of you? Signs.
Should we say?
Yeah.
Like as I said, there will be flattering words, lot of gifts.
Maybe like then they'll go talk behind your back. They'll talk stuff about you.
So they're basically fake with you.
Yeah, fake.
Also, I feel like if it's they do things only according to their convenience, that's also taking advantage because they want to hang out with you when it's convenient for them. They want to do things with you when it's convenient for them. That's because they are bored, so they have nothing to do. So come, let's hang out.
So people will not be with us until they want.
Yeah.
Or when we want. They will not be with us.
And they won't be there when you need them.
Yes.
But you should be there when they need you.
Yeah.
That's bad.
And then if you're not there, they'll just do something which is
again make a huge issue of it, all of that stuff. Also, if since you said it's usually for money, they're always gonna like make you pay for things.
Yes.
I've seen this a lot in movies as well. Like, okay, now you pay, no, I'll give you tomorrow, pakka, and then that's tomorrow
You know
never
what?
comes.
Actually, in this the scenario that you said, most of the guys they blame girls for this. Like they use guys to pay their bills. Yeah. Like gender issues.
like movies,
Like how it's portrayed in movies and everything, and all in memes, troll pages, and everything.
memes.
Girls are just labeled like that.
Yeah.
Please. It's not always true.
It's okay. We need not prove to anyone, and especially guys. It's okay.
Yeah,
They
let
understand
them
that
be
way.
whatever.
Who cares?
Who cares? Yeah. Okay, so by the way, if anyone listening to this just like realize that, oh, I'm being taken advantage of by someone, don't rage. Firstly, calm down and
Yes.
breathe.
Breathe.
Yeah, you may have misunderstood something, so just go talk to the person and calm down.
Yeah. Or if you don't want to talk, you can just ignore and walk away.
Mhm.
Just mind
it's
your own
okay.
business.
Yeah.
No emotional dramas behind this.
Yes.
Yeah. Also, your life, so you can just choose who you want to hang out with.
Your wish, your life.
Yeah.
Oh, it's your life, that song.
It's my life. No, wait.
It's
My life. Venu Malaysia.
Where is this going? Okay, but anyways, I think with that we can conclude today's episode.
Yes.
Hope you guys enjoyed listening, and thank you so much to our wonderful guests for coming.
Thank you for
so
inviting
much.
inviting us.
Thank you so much for coming.
And the generation gap, and you're too young, but handling all of these topics, it's way mature.
Oh, thank
Thank
you.
you so much. Doing great.
Thank you.
Yes, if you enjoyed today's episode, please make sure to show us some love on YouTube, Spotify, and give us your feedback on Instagram.
Yeah, you always say like YouTube, Spotify, and everywhere else. Now people are like, where is that everywhere else? So would you like to tell them where else?
Google Podcasts,
Apple Podcasts, Anchor.
Overcast.
Yeah, I don't remember the other names. But yeah, you'll find us basically anywhere that you can listen to a podcast.
Yes.
So until next time, adiao or bye.
Bye-bye.